Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
For my money, it's the best time of the year. Playoff football time as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like
first carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Murray now. And his throw here is incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Murray escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State, now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wentz. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. If you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders bringing out their nickel package on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's got it to about the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From the gun on third down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go option right on 2nd and goal. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Commander defense able to hold. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive lineman
in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And that's well executed there on third down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Now, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. That is a heck of a play there on the outside.
Sometimes I think a play like this is a corner. You've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. 2nd and 9. To throw is Murray. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Murray now. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cards have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. That's Zayvon Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
But we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
to first down field goal.
First down field goal fakes, I think that's an innovation that will not catch on.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Able to connect with Dotson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Robinson on a give right side to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now a play fake. Wentz. Out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He'll dump this one off to counter. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Murray now to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That one complete out to Dotson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Janovich taking it in from a yard out as they have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what you're seeing here.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wentz now to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 31, Wentz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
and he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. First down, Murray. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Wentz. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. This is brought in by Gibson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. Open man is Samuel. Complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On play action, Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Robinson again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks.
Murray now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he'll try and throw here on the fake.
Got it inside the 10, still not a first yet. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray a give. This is counter.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Murray. That's complete over the middle to Anderson.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Again, it'll be Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth, and a very critical drive upcoming. To throw again on second down. Murray, flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing now is Wentz. His throw incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, screen pass to Connor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the number 1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the number 1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Wentz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Into the red zone, Wentz. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the Cardinals are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They start with a give to Connor. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, a run with Connor. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
An option handoff given to Connor.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Andy Lee now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wentz to throw.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. He'll take it inside the 25.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First down, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now Murray again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Robinson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
2nd and 11. Robinson up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the